It takes a special type of person to drive a race car. The physical training alone requires strength, endurance, and determination. At the ripe young age of 91,
Don't treat her any different. She's probably gonna whoop.
Edna Baldwin is about to get behind the wheel of a 550 horsepower, 2,800-pound NASCAR-sanctioned race car at the Toyota Speedway in Irwindale, California.
Let's just pull this down. You good? Okay. There you go. See?
When I had decided that I wanted to do a race car, well, my husband, he called different places and he went on the internet, and there was one place, it was in Chicago. Well, I didn't want to go back to Chicago. And then he found a place north, and they said that if I drove alone, it'd cost me $5,000. I said, well, why can't I just have somebody ride with me and let me drive? And they said, no, you can't do that. If you have another person with you, they'll drive and you have to just ride. And I thought, well, I don't want that. I want to drive a car. So we kind of gave it up, and then Webb called and said he'd found something, and I was just thrilled. I said, let's do it.
Welcome to our track. You're gonna race a super late model NASCAR by yourself in the car. He's not gonna be sitting next to you. Neither am I. Nobody's gonna be grabbing the steering wheel for you, okay? So I want you to really have a good time. Don't be intimidated with what you're gonna do. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
And you can golf cart, the other golf cart right to you guys and grab that one. Okay, cool. Follow us down.
Let's go.
That seat, there's hardly a seat. When they got me in, you know, put feet first in, had a hard time getting in there. And I'm way down here, I says, I can't even see up to the windshield. And so he went and got a pillow. I says, that's not gonna do it. I still need something under me. I can't see. So he put one under me and one behind me. I said, I still can't see the windshield. And so then he got another pillow, stuffed it under me, and another one on my back so I could sit up. And they said, can you see now? I said, I can see, but barely, but I'll do it.
Look at her go! Oh, this is awesome. It's gotta be smooth out there, guys. Yeah. So the idea is, if you're the faster driver, you'll never come off that dashed line. If you're the faster driver, only the slower driver will go down. Once we get him down safe, we'll get that other driver around, and then we'll clear you out.
When my mother called recently on her 91st birthday and told me she was going to drive a race car that day, didn't surprise me in the least. She's always cooking up something. The year before, she jumped out of an airplane as a skydiver, and before that, she did hang gliding at her 89. She's always coming up with something new and interesting to do. It's safe, and she enjoys it, makes her happy, and I think it's great.
Get it.
Driving this car, it was nothing like the other things I did. When I went hang gliding, I just hung on. And I didn't have a thing to do. And then when I went skydiving, I didn't have a thing to do. I went up in the plane and I jumped, and my guide, he did the whole thing. So it was nothing. But with this, I was completely on my own, and it was tough.
A good overview of what was going on. So I enjoyed it, and I happened to sit in the shade, which was good because it was kind of a warm day. But I was pleased to be where I was, and my wife was probably very pleased to be where she was.
For all my friends in the senior community, let Edna Baldwin be your inspiration and motivation when you decide to jump.
I thought that it would feel just like my car feels when I'm driving. But man, I kept my eye straight ahead, like they said, and I had a heck of a time finding that white line. I think it needs painting.